So this is the Pedo Chronicles.
The Pedo Chronicles.
Got all his favorites on a flash drive.
The people in these pictures are people that he was really close to. And stuff like that. People that used to like live in the house that he used to rent out the house to.
What are you saying?
Sounds fucky. It sounds
what are you
like
saying right now?
hilarious.
Are you saying he's taking pictures of the people that live at these houses that he leased people out to?
No. He rented out like rooms in his own house to these people.
And he took pictures of them.
Swinging with them.
Yes.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is SpinShootImpress and/or Brandon. Welcome back to another episode of Real Sensitive Guy Hours. This is episode 23 of the RSGH podcast with just us girls this week. How's everybody doing?
I'm doing pretty great.
My guy.
Great. Can't get
Great tonight.
A lot of shit happened this week.
A lot of fucking shit happened.
Eventful week.
I've got a long list of things to talk about, but I think that we should start off with the nerdy shit because, you know, gaming channel, all that fun stuff. We've got the PS5 reveal.
Yes,
sir.
Oh yeah.
So are we excited about the PS5? Like, what are we going for? Are we going with the
Are we
mini fridge or the
team
router?
Series X or are we team PS5 in this chat?
I'll be team PS5. I've always liked the games that they've put out.
I really like the PS4. I actually like the PS4 way more than I thought I would. So I'm gonna go PS5.
Some of the games that they released, they had they're bringing back a couple old series.
Spider-Man, I'm fucking excited for.
Spider-Man.
Also, though,
Miles
their
Morales.
exclusives aren't really stacking up to the Series X right now, which is actually a flip turn from what we saw.
What are the
generation.
exclusives for the Series X?
I don't know the exact ones, but I just saw a list, and there's PS5s was like half as long, maybe 2/3 as long.
PS5s are just getting like a lot of their series or feature titles are like brand newer. So the Last of Us Part 2 that only came out on the PS3, which wasn't really.
So,
and then they got the new Horizon Zero, like Wastelands or something like that, where Horizon Zero Dawn came out on the PS4. So they got a lot of old or like new series features that are coming in.
Oh, there's going to be a sequel to that, to the Horizon Zero Dawn. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and then they're releasing a new Abe's Oddworld and a new Ratchet and Clank. Oh, they're releasing a bunch of like old stuff. Yeah. New
Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, dude, I played.
Sign me the fuck up for the PS5.
I would say that
Ratchet
like
and Clank, Jack and Daxter all the way.
Every year, PlayStation and Xbox have their own exclusives, but I feel like now it's becoming more and more that they want to collaborate and make the cross-play scene more relevant.
Thanks.
So I feel like you're getting less and less exclusives per console.
Everybody needs to do crossplay. Let's play with PC too. Put PC in there.
Well, then if you do that, then like people are just gonna buy the cheapest console because it doesn't matter anyway. You know what I mean? Because it's all crossplay.
Yeah. So what we're seeing right now is like they're completely just not releasing any of their prices right now. Like they're just fucking toying with each other, playing a big game of chicken until they release the fucking.
Oh, I mean,
prices. They're gonna be because of that. They're gonna be low.
PS5s are rumored to go around like 500.
I heard 599 or 699.
But
honestly,
PS5 is also releasing two different versions of the console. They're releasing the physical, and then they're releasing the digital copy.
Yeah.
How are you releasing a digital copy of a console?
Okay, so what the difference is? The physical console is one that has the card slot.
I got you.
So that way people can still buy physical games. The digital one has no slot. So that way if people travel with their console, it makes it easier. You don't have to bring the games with it. All your stuff's already on there.
They need to make fucking consoles a minimum of at least 2 terabytes at this point.
Yeah, I was going to say, what's the hard drive size going to be on their digital console?
It's going to be huge compared to the physical copy.
I mean, so.
I would hope so.
I heard a rumor that
I would want at least like 3 terabytes.
I heard the rumor to go backwards capability. Can anyone confirm or deny?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Sony,
like it's going to happen, or you're not sure.
So X Series has confirmed that they are going to have backwards capability from games all the way back to the first Xbox.
So 360.
Sony and the PS5 have not released a statement whether confirming nor denying that they are going to have backwards capability. I would assume they would have backwards capability, but I don't think they'll go all the way back to the PlayStation 1. I think they'll go to like the it would either be the PS3. If they want more, I'd say go to the PS2 because there was a lot of good games that came out on the PS2.
That's a huge library you need to have backwards compatibility with.
Oh, yeah.
PS2's got the biggest.
Sly Cooper, Jack and Daxter.
Battlefront 2, the original.
So many greatest hits.
So I have information on everything that we were just saying. So for key exclusives for the PlayStation 5, Spider-Man, Horizon 2, and Gran Turismo 7. And then we have Series X, Halo Infinite, Hellblade 2, and then we have for backwards compatibility, almost all PS4 games, including optimized PS4 Pro titles. So there's nothing about PS3 or PS2. And then we have all Xbox One games, 360, and original Xbox games for the Series X. So Xbox has got the dub there.
Wow, the big dub.
That would make sense.
They're only allowing PS4. PS4 is a decent library, but it's more like a small handful of gems than a huge library.
Yeah. And it looks like the Series X actually takes the dub on CPU and GPU as far as the speeds go. And then also Xbox takes the dub because they come with a 1 terabyte SSD versus the PlayStation 5 comes with an 825 gigabyte SSD.
Wow, those are still both so weak though.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty upset.
I'd laugh at 1 terabyte in 2020. Like, come on, people.
Dude, fucking Modern Warfare, the Call of Duty game, is
that
over
thing's going to be a terabyte
gigabytes.
like next year.
That's
just going to be a terabyte like next year, man.
Yeah, the game updates every day, bro.
A lot of
We're already almost to half a terabyte with Call of Duty.
They're apparently for the next Call of Duty, it's going to be Call of Duty Black Ops, like that specific name.
Call of Duty black out all your hard drive space because you're not going to be able to use it.
Why are they just going back to old names? Because they're running out of names?
I suppose so. People were saying that it was going to be Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. And that's kind of a mouthful.
Like that.
Yeah, that's too much.
When does that come out?
Well, so it's going to be in November, but there's been a bunch of drama about the fact it's October or November. There's been a bunch of drama about the fact that the original studio that was supposed to make the game got dropped. It was Sledgehammer.
What was the studio? Oh, dang.
People that did World War II. They're hiring a bunch of people. They didn't get dropped from the lineup for Activision, but just for this year. So Treyarch now, the people that made the Black Ops series have been having to do it last minute. And there's no Battle Royale confirmed. Apparently, they're going to be using Warzone all over again. They're straight up
That's weak.
There's pre-alpha footage, and it looks very similar to Modern Warfare as far as movement and the way that the
bring back dolphin diving, bro.
I would fuck with that.
Bring back dolphin diving. Yeah.
Yeah, the slide was cool, but we need to dolphin dive.
Yeah.
We need a double barrel drop shot.
Olympia
drop shot.
One when that first came out, that was insane.
That's what I'm saying. Fire. Since we're bringing back original Black Ops, let's make it the Olympia dolphin dive drop shot. That needs to come back.
After the 725 bullshit, I'm done with that Olympia bullshit, dude. Oh
or the
my
Ranger,
god,
bro.
The Ranger. Well, so the biggest thing that I think is going to happen is this game is either going to be the best thing ever, and then that's all we get. Or it's going to be the worst thing ever, and then we also get Modern Warfare 2 remastered.
I think it's not going to be as bad as Infinity Warfare or Advanced Warfare. So,
well, those games were just steaming piles of shit. So,
yeah, you can't really compete with those. Those are both terrible games.
Those led to the fucking downfall of Call of Duty. Not gonna lie,
I didn't believe in them for a while because of those games.
Oh yeah,
those were like two. Those were the two in a row, right? Like,
I think so.
Just both studios just shit the bed.
They came out with Infinity Warfare and another game at the same time. It may have been like a remastered game.
It was it was Modern Warfare remastered,
which ended up getting way better. Was way better just because it was a good game.
Yeah, it was classic.
Brought back.
Yeah,
like actually people flocked to it.
Yeah, more than Infinite Warfare. Like Infinite Warfare still has their hardcore like loves, but I played that game for probably like 6 hours, and I was just like, I can't play this anymore. This is ridiculous.
Well, which one? Infinity Warfare?
Infinite Warfare. It
Yeah,
was.
hot ass.
I don't know how about you guys feel about this, but that exosuit double jumping bullshit.
It's almost
Fuck
like
that Spider-Man bullshit. I just want to like go around with shotguns.
Isn't like the exo thing in Black Ops 3 also too?
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like Black Ops 3 either. I was okay with Black Ops 2. Black Ops 1 will always be the best.
It was my opinion. This is the best one they've ever made.
Second best for me. Modern Warfare 2 is first best.
World at War was really good too.
We say this like every week, I feel like. Modern Warfare 2 best Call of Duty. If you think otherwise, you're wrong.
The fucking co-op campaign, and why they haven't brought that back is bonkers to me.
They have like co-op missions you can do, but not the co-op campaign. You're right.
About no fucking co-op
missions.
Unless it's
co-op campaign in World War was good.
Spec Ops was fucking stupid. Like, just give us co-op campaign at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel you. That's
Zombies, awesome. Duh. Favorite zombies.
Are there any games that you guys are looking forward to getting released either on the X series or the PS5?
Ascension is the answer to Travis's question, by the way. I didn't think about it.
I like Call of the Dead.
Oh, it was okay.
Sorry,
what was your question again, Will? Can you say that again? I was thinking about my favorite zombies map.
Also, sorry to the audience. I had to run down if I was muted for a little bit. My new puppy decided to try to get into a fight with our other dog. So I had to go downstairs and yell. And my mom was asleep during the time. So she didn't hear a dang thing.
Was that one in the background the new dog
this is the new pupper. Come here.
Oh shit, we're doing dog talk now.
Atticus
Finch, bro.
This is Atticus. He is a red healer. He is a 10-month-old puppy.
Is he potty trained?
I was saying earlier, like that dog is really good for how young it is. Because normally dogs that are that young are just trying to fuck everything in sight and are also just super goddamn hyper.
Yeah,
especially since confirmed earlier he has his dick and balls, which is even crazier. That he's so calm.
Has his nuts, yeah.
He's so calm though.
He is. He does try to get into scraps with our older little red healer female. Like what just previously happened.
Does he try to get with her sometimes?
It's not with him like trying to like actually fight her. It's because he's trying to play, but she's barking back to tell him like, no, I don't want to play. And he takes that as like a physical confrontation. So he tries to keep playing and it turns into like a brawl a little bit. But he still got his nuts.
Just
he's not trying to fuck everything.
Is he trying to fuck her?
No.
No fucking?
Damn.
No.
There you go.
This guy.
Not at all.
This guy.
He's abstinent, bro.
This dude's just calm as hell.
He has got self-control.
He's abstinent, bro.
He's in the house with an older woman, and he can keep himself occupied.
And he's been up here all day with me, playing Pokemon Sword DLC. He's been.
That's what I'm excited for. That's what new thing I'm excited for, and I'm excited for the second half of it too, so that we can get all the new Pokemon. And one of them is going to be Chikorita. I'm going to fucking will it into existence.
Manifest it.
But I've been playing the DLC for that. That was another thing that happened today. Pokemon had their direct, and they announced like 4 more games. None of them were the Sinnoh remakes, which made a lot of people in the Pokemon community, very mad.
Dude, they're always mad. They're fucking.
But they did say that there is going to be another direct next week, because the thing that they were going to show isn't ready to show yet. And so many people are speculating that it's going to be the Sinnoh remakes. But
if it's not, they're going to be like little piss babies.
They're going to be in deep shit. Pokemon, like, you got to release that shit. People are...
No, they're not going to be in deep shit. They weren't in deep shit when they cut the fucking Pokedex. They aren't going to be in deep shit. A bunch of little babies are going to cry on Reddit, and they're going to keep making money off merchandise with little kids.
The new DLC for the Pokemon Sword and Shield, I've played it all day.
Yeah, how is it? Is it quality? Is it good story?
It is high quality. The story, there really isn't that much of a story. I don't want to spoil anything for people that watch this show.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna play it, so don't spoil.
But it's a good area. A lot more wild areas, a lot more Pokemon from older regions come through. It's just all fun.
Oliver and I are very excited about this conversation.
I don't know anything about Pokemon. I don't play it. I've never really gotten into it.
What new gen games are you guys excited for?
Like really talking about for like the PS5.
Yeah, coming out for like the PS5 and Series X.
First off, I don't even know if I'm gonna buy it at first because I'm gonna wait and see what it looks like in terms of like graphics and what it can do.
Ratchet and Clank.
I played the originals for that. I'll probably end up getting that at some point in time if I do end up getting a PS5, but I'll probably end up getting FIFA 21.
Oh my god, the same game rehashed.
Weren't people pissed off about Madden 21? I saw Twitter. I mean, every single day of the past month.
People are pissed off about every Madden too.
Well, yeah. I like read something the other day about EA and like their FIFA games. Like FIFA 20 has like one of their lowest scores, and I was like, I see it. Like I get the hate that people hate the game. The gameplay's not as good as people were expecting and stuff, but I mean, hopefully they'll fix it in the next one. But who knows?
Trying to look up why people are pissed off. I looked up why people are pissed. Madden 21.
I mean, in terms of FIFA, like they haven't gotten a good FIFA rating score since FIFA 11. That's the last good FIFA they got rated highly, and that was only like an 8.1 out of 10.
And do you buy every FIFA?
No, I skip like every other year, every 2 years I skip. I haven't played a FIFA since I think like FIFA 17 or 16.
Really? You don't play FIFA? You don't play FIFA 20?
I do, but the last one I had before was like FIFA 16. I skip like a year or two, sometimes 3, because if the game comes out, I don't buy it right away because it's so expensive. And then I hear people like it's trash. Don't buy. I'll see the game. I'm like, is it really worth it?
Those games will drop quickly, though. That's one thing about those sports games.
I mean,
they go on sale a lot. That's
true. So, speaking of fucking Pokemon. A little fun fact I learned the other day. Did you guys know that Pokemon Go has been around longer than the Confederacy of the Confederate States of America was a thing?
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't that
Pokemon Go was
insane?
What, like 2016 or something that came out?
Yeah, they're both like been around for around 4 years, and I think Pokemon Go just passed the Confederate States of America.
Nice.
So a lot of people like, I think I've been kind of vocal about this in the past. Like, the Confederate flag is the idea behind it's fucking stupid. Like, you're an idiot if you actually support that shit. So like, and then finding this new fact of the day, that the Confederate flag has represented a country for less time than Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go to the polls has been a thing. Is bonkers to me. It's so funny that these people are like, oh, it's a rebellion thing. Fuck you.
Thinking about the Confederate, saying that about the Confederate flag, you see that they don't allow it at NASCAR races anymore.
Yeah, we talked about that last week.
Banned it.
Oh, we did. Might be.
One new thing is a state right above us. Can I say the state? It's the state right above us.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Okay, so the state of Maryland. I saw this on the news.
Maryland.
The state of Maryland. What they have started doing is tattoo shops have started giving free cover-ups to people who have like the Confederate flag tattooed on them, and not charging them a single dime to get it covered up with something else. And one tattoo shop did it. It was in Frederick, I believe. And they're trying to get more tattoo shops to go through with that.
I can respect that.
I respect it, but I mean,
it's also though, like,
what harm is it doing?
Yeah, but if people want to get it covered up, it's free.
So the good thing about it is that
good for you.
Like, J. Cole just recently released a song that's got some kind of controversy, and he basically said that removing racism is kind of like growing a tree. That it just takes a long time, and a part of that process is changing the culture. And then so that kind of goes down the same thought process of removing that tattoo is a part of removing that culture within your household or your body and things like that. But at the same time, it's low key giving those kind of people a way out and a way out of that line of thinking. So I don't know if it's a good thing that they're being redeemed whenever they made a choice at one point to put a literal hate symbol on their fucking arm.
If they're trying to turn it around, though, if they want to do that, that's a sign of progress.
I think I lean on that line of thinking more, though. I definitely agree with that.
People can change.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it takes time. People don't just change overnight.
So then, what's a staying on the topic of not mainly what the whole situation was, but with tattoos. What's a tattoo on somebody that would be like an immediate turnoff?
Other than facial tats, man. Facial tats. In general.
Stamp
facial
tramp.
pads.
Stamp tramp?
Tramp.
You mean tramp stamp?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's not an immediate turnoff for me. I cannot honestly say that's an immediate turnoff.
It was half joke. Oh yeah, face tattoo. Yeah, I agree with
face
that.
tattoos though. Yeah, neck tattoos.
Yeah,
a little more passable, but still not that okay.
Yeah, I was about to say neck tattoos can be a little bit more passable, but
honestly, maybe like one teardrop tattoo. Like, oh man, this girl's killed somebody. Kind of mysterious.
Shitty quotes.
Yeah. Oh my god, if you have like live, laugh, love on your arm or something, you're out of here.
Dude, my mom was such a live, laugh, love kind of girl. Dude. Holy shit. She had that shit on her MySpace.
ELE, buddy.
I mean, she doesn't have it anymore, but she had that shit on her wall.
Oh, I think you said she had it as a tattoo. I was like, oh god.
No. That's just the point of no return.
In
my eyes.
Karen Super Saiyan 2 at that point.
There's the obvious, you don't want like some ex's tattoo on them. Like some ex's name.
Yeah.
I saw a guy today that had like Jason on his arm, but it was like a backwards S. I don't know. Like, I don't know the context, but that seemed a little weird to me.
Was it like that old schoolyard S where it like it's the weird like diamond
111?
I like will know people or I've seen. You know how every year people do like fantasy football. Whoever loses, they have to get like a loser tattoo.
Oh,
like every year people do that. Yeah, that's like the wagers. Like if you lose, like everyone like puts money towards it, and like the winner gets the money, and the loser has to get like lost fantasy football like this year on their body.
That's for friend groups who secretly hate each other. Like,
if you're like, you
what the hell, man? You're like some cult.
Yeah.
I don't think
you lose 2 years in a row.
That's
You should
when
be
you
able to
take fantasy football too seriously.
Yeah, like that's the wager, man. You can't lose.
I don't know. I feel like I just don't know if I can get a tattoo, honestly. Like I'm skeptical. Maybe it's because I have commitment issues or some weird shit like that. But like at the same time, it's like
needle phobia.
I don't mind needles. I just don't think that I want to look down at my arm and just see the same thing. Like I think in 10 years I'm gonna hate it.
And it will stretch a little bit too, probably.
I mean, they do. They stretch. They fade. All that. Am I the only one in this call that has a tattoo?
Yeah, I don't.
Not on me.
I don't know if I ever want to get one. I've thought about it. I've kicked around the idea.
I may one day.
Well, for the longest time, I didn't want a tattoo because I was scared. Like I had like the commitment issue stuff. I was like scared of like something permanent being on my body and all that. Well, like what changed was one, obviously I went through like those rough times and I want something as like not more of like a reminder, but more of a like a little bit of a memorial that like I made it through these tough times and I will never go back to that. So that's why I got what's on my arm. I don't know if we can see that. It's Latin. It says nunquam interum, and it means never again. Because I never again want to be like that low, like mentally, confidently, or something along those lines. And once I got it, I fell in love with it. It was one of those things that once you get it and you start seeing it every day, and it puts a meaning to it. So that was one reason.
Cool. That's like a reminder. That's cool.
And that's what made me get the tattoo, not as like, oh, it's a tattoo, it's gonna be cool, but like it's something that has like meaning to me. I don't care if it has meaning to anybody else. As long as it has something and it means something to me, then yeah, of course I'm gonna want that. And yes, I'm gonna enjoy it and treasure it and like love it even more than like the dude that lives down the street that has the skull and crossbones and I love mom and stuff like that on his arm.
I mean, it means something to me, Woo.
Oh yeah, any of those stereotypical tattoos are no-nos too. A fucking anchor, a heart with mom, none of that stuff.
I also feel like I'm just not rich.
Tattoos.
I feel like people just spend needless money on tattoos though at the same time. Like people our age that fucking work at a gas station get these big complex tattoos and spend $700 on them. It's like where do you get that money, first of all? And like
I've had multiple people tell me it's like an addiction.
Yep, I've heard
like
that
you
also.
get one and you just cannot stop like wanting a tattoo all the time.
After I got the first one, after I got the first one, definitely I thought about getting more, but I stopped myself from it because one, it's just money. But I see people all the time that like once they get one, like 2 months later, they're like number 3, number 4. It's like you're just killing money on this.
I also feel like though that like if I ever get super rich, and I have fuck you money and I don't have to work for anybody else the rest of my life, I'm gonna get fucking dope ass sleeves. I don't give a fuck.
Tattoo sleeves?
Yeah,
dude. Some people can pull them off, some people can't.
True. Remember we knew that guy when we lived in the dorms who had like tattoos all over his body. He said he had like $6,000 worth of tattoos on his body.
Jesus,
I don't remember that, but that's ridiculous.
Dude, it was
$1,000.
It was our muscular friend.
Oh yeah,
like bodybuilder strength.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's ridiculous.
$6,000 worth of tattoos, and he was pretty much tatted from head to toe.
Imagine what you could have spent $6,000 on.
Literally, you could get like a nice used car for that much.
Seriously, like $4,000. Like, come on.
That's what I'm saying. You got 2,000 to play with after that.
Yeah,
fucking go on a shopping spree, man.
I also feel like that a lot of those people use tattoos as like a talking point. So it's like, well, where'd you get all these tattoos?
Like
it's like
they get it as a conversation starter. Like, ooh, what does this mean?
That's always like the dude that has no personality will go up to a girl at a party. Whoa, what do your tattoos mean?
So you're saying getting a tattoo is like carrying the guitar on your back?
I knew carrying a guitar.
I feel like some girls would like that, some girls wouldn't, because like if every guy comes up just like, hey, what does this tattoo mean? Wouldn't you get like tired of like, yeah, I've already explained it like 50 times?
Oh no, people with tattoos love to explain why they got the tattoos.
Because everyone always asks like, what does it mean? And some people are like, what do you mean it doesn't mean anything? I just got it because I wanted it. Like some people are rude about it. They're like, well, it doesn't mean anything. I just got it because I wanted it.
Our mutual friend,
are cool.
Who, our mutual friend, I was trying to think of a way to say her without actually saying it, but she was one of those people that I said that to, and she got pissed off at me for saying that.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yep. But
I have a story.
Oh, okay. Is it a banger?
It is a banger. So,
play Alexa, play banger.
Play banger.
Play banger. So you guys remember the story that I told? I can't remember if it was last episode or 2 episodes ago about my neighbor, the one that told me if I wanted a blowjob.
Oh yeah.
So you guys know that he is he's very old, and so he's had 2 kneecap surgeries, and he
no cap?
got no cap.
Kneecap?
Straight capping.
No, he does have knees, he does have his legs, but he just got replacement prosthetics kneecaps in his leg. And so yesterday, we had to take him to the hospital to get a memory test because he's got dementia, and we want to make sure that he's doing fine. And he is struggling to walk. We've had to literally lift him into the car and all that for the past few days to get him into a car whenever we go anywhere. So we take him to get his memory test, all that. And during the test, he's lying about his dementia. I was like, do you remember this? He's like, yes, And obviously he's fucking lying about it. So that's one thing that's wrong with him.
That's like counter, like whenever you go to the doctors, that's so fucking counterproductive.
Yeah, like who the fuck would lie to a doctor? Like there's no point in lying to it.
Let's say like you're underage, right? Like from being 21, like do you drink and you drink a lot? What are you gonna say? Yeah,
but this is different. It's like a pride thing, I think. It's just like
it's true.
He's too proud.
And in that situation, because I know we have younger people that watch this. Yes, you do say that. Like you be as honest as possible because they're doctors. They've seen what was that fucking shampoo shit in somebody's butt? Like they've seen it all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. Doctors will usually call your parents. They won't call the cops. It's all right.
Yeah. And if anything, if you're at the doctor's for like a important like problem that you're having, be 100% honest, because something that you're doing, if you hold that one thing back, it might be the deciding factor as to like them being able to help you. So we get him to the doctor's and he's lying on his dementia test. And so then the doctor points out like, hey, what's going on with your knee? And so he's like, so the doctor takes a look at it and he stands up and he's like, you've dislocated your knee. And so then my mom gets real fucking mad and she's like, when did you fall? And he's like, I don't remember. And so she's like, when did you fall? And he's like, I don't know, like a couple days ago. This motherfucker fell, dislocated his knee, and then 4 days later decides to tell us that all this happened. And so
he's
now
sitting around with a dislocated knee.
Yeah, he's been trying to walk. So that's why he's been struggling to walk the past few days, is because it's not because like, oh, like he just needs like fluid drained or anything like that in his knee, or he's just like struggling a little bit. No, it's because he dislocated his fucking knee and didn't tell a damn person.
So are you guys you guys take care of him?
So right now we do, but we're getting ready to start trying to put him in assisted living because one, he's lying to us about shit. Two, ever since he's got his kneecap surgery, he's been like not doing what the doctors have like prescribed him to do. Like try to stand on your feet for like an hour a day, elevate your feet, work out, drink water.
Does he have the kind of money for that? Because those things are not cheap. It's like $30,000 a year.
This man is sitting on $100K.
He's good for like 3 years, you know?
Exactly. But like, so he's sitting in ER right now because of all this shit. And so then the funny thing is, so my mom has talked to him and she talked to him today about assisted living and all that. It's like, if you get through this surgery and you get through rehab, you can come back and live in your house and they can do assisted living. Someone can come to the house and help you and like help you like bathe, help you like get up, work out, all that stuff if you make it through your rehab. And this man looks dead in my mom's eyes. I wasn't there. I was here. And he looks her dead in the eyes and he goes, well, is William for hire? Because I'll pay him so that way he can come help me. Like, motherfucker, you think after the
Chronicles of this pedo, dude.
Bro, you think after the blowjob comment, you're gonna
still shooting his shot?
Money? He's still trying to shoot a shot. And then I find out that there's more porn on his fucking laptop. He's got a fucking thumb drive full of pictures of like old dudes, like in wrestling positions naked.
Why do people save their porn? What is the point of that? Sure, you've got your favorite videos. It's on the internet, bitch. Anything you want.
He uses that too. He uses that too.
Then why save it?
But he's got all his favorites on a flash drive.
People in these pictures are people that he was really close to, and stuff like that. Like people that used to like live in the house that he used to rent out the house to. Like it was like our old house when we still lived like in the first house. Yeah.
What are you saying?
Sounds fucky. It sounds
what are you
like
saying right now?
Are
you saying he's taking pictures of the people that live at these houses that he leased people out to?
No. He rented out like rooms in his own house to these people.
And he took pictures of them.
Swinging with them.
Yes.
Without them knowing?
I don't know. That part, I don't know.
If they're inappropriate pictures, I'm sure they do. Unless he had cameras or something.
The one I talked to my mom about today, we were outside after we got back and got pizza. I was talking to her about it, and I was like, "Do you find any more good shit on Frank's laptop?" And she was like, "No, but I have his thumb drive, and there's one picture that I can't look at, and it's this person and this person naked in like a wrestling position." I'm like, "Oh, nice." I remember like seeing those people when I was like 10 years old when we first moved to that house and all that. And you're telling me she's got like this dude's got nude pictures of both of those dudes? I'm like, okay.
Were they boo-fooing?
I don't know. I haven't seen the picture. Don't know. Don't know. Don't know. So this is the Pedo Chronicles.
The Pedo Chronicles.
The Pedo Chronicles.
So next up is trying to put him in a home. That's the next chapter.
Right now, if he doesn't get out of rehab, or if he does and he continues to lie and not work to better himself, then yeah, we're gonna start looking to put him in a home.
That laptop's gonna have a bunch of fucking old people just shitting themselves, just naked.
It wouldn't surprise me if he got some of those kinds of pictures on there. I might have to do some digging later on.
Yeah, you might put this guy in jail, honestly, with that laptop.
I mean,
the shit on that laptop is gonna get him years and years if it got out. But no. But like the fucked up thing about it is that the thing that's fucked up about it is that he's got dementia, so he denies ever like making these comments, having these pictures.
Yeah, when it's convenient for him, he can claim I don't remember.
Yeah. Like it's fucked what's going on in the Pedo Chronicles.
Pedo. So Brandon, didn't you have a topic relating to the spectrum?
I do. Terrible transition we have here, but no, these two connecting topics have nothing to do with each other. Nickelodeon. So everybody knows that it's Pride Month this month. Everybody's excited. Yes. You know, the Real Sensitive Guy Hours podcast fully supports the LGBTQ plus 100%. Community. 100%.
Definitely.
Nickelodeon just celebrated the Pride Month with the announcement that SpongeBob is confirmed gay.
Okay.
How do we feel about this? They just changed the canon for everything.
I don't think he's full on gay. I believe in the conversation that we had prior to this recording, where we said SpongeBob would be bi. I could believe that. I would believe that SpongeBob's bi.
Is there any episode in which of the SpongeBob series where SpongeBob likes a female?
Absolutely. Are you kidding me?
I can't remember.
So yeah,
my head.
He's all up on Sandy in multiple episodes, man.
But then again, there's the one episode that comes to mind about him being with like 4 guys, where he's in the submarine with Patrick, and he's like, "Bye, Squidward. Bye, Mr. Krabs. Bye, Squidward." And Patrick goes, "You said Squidward. You said bye to Squidward twice." And he just turns around and he goes, "I like Squidward."
That's what I'm thinking. I would totally believe bye. He's Squidward and Sandy. That's who he likes.
This might be a wrong part of this, but do you guys all think that Nickelodeon did this to like throw their hat in the ring into the Pride thing and say, "Look, SpongeBob's gay"? So do you guys think that, or is this too far-fetched?
I think a lot of people are taking this as a dub, and I think it's a little forced, in my opinion. Like, and this is the same reason why people are pissed off at J.K. Rowling for just randomly. Who is the character that they made gay?
Dumbledore.
Randomly? They made Dumbledore gay, and it just felt so out of place. Like, I don't think that we should be adding sexual preferences to certain things. Like, if it makes sense,
characters.
If it makes sense within the context of the show, and then they start exploring SpongeBob's sexuality, fine.
It's just very obvious when something like that is forced.
Yeah, and it make it make sense is what I'm saying.
These are your corporate overlords trying to relate to you. It's not really a win.
You require more overlords.
It definitely feels forced in that sense. Does it feel good? Does the LGBTQ community benefit from this? Definitely, 100%. They have one of the most famous fictional characters in the past like 2-3 decades on their side, and that's wonderful. And it's amazing that they get to have that. Like, I'm happy that Nickelodeon finally came out with that. It makes sense with some of the context, like the subtle hinting that you get in the show.
Well,
but
Oliver,
one thing that like,
sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say finish it up quickly. Like one thing that would just have helped that situation is like have like I think it was Oliver or Brandon that said like have episodes where like this actually is mentioned, where like they explore like different sexualities. Maybe not with SpongeBob, but maybe SpongeBob like talking to like another character in Bikini Bottom where that person is struggling with their sexuality or like something along that line. So that way it's teaching kids about this subject. That it's okay to be gay. It's okay to be lesbian. It's okay to be all
Oliver and I were in a gender and film class. And essentially it was talking about women and their role within women and feminism in the role of film. And we talked about male gaze. We talked about a bunch of different feminist theory topics within film. And one thing that really stood out to me was a documentary that we watched where this girl was like, you know, I tried to relate to characters. And like everybody, I think in this call can definitely relate to specific characters in movies. Like, oh yeah, Travis is like, I'm like Captain America. And I'm like, I feel like I could be Tony Stark.
Han Solo.
Yeah, Han Solo. There you go. Like I could be like Anakin Skywalker. Yeah. Like, so you all of us can kind of relate to a specific character, but people who were gay at the time, back in the day where there was no representation of the LGBTQ community, they felt left out because it's like, well, you know, there's nobody gay. Leia and Luke, not Leia and Luke, Leia and Han Solo get together, but where's Leia and fucking Ahsoka and Padme? Hey, listen, that I would fucking touch those blue boobies.
You know who's got some?
You see that?
Who's the girl from X-Men that's got blue boobs?
Boobies.
The shapeshifter.
Oh my god, what is her name?
I thought Phoenix, but it's not it.
But like, yeah, you're right. Like back in the day, like movies, film, media didn't portray like the LGBTQ community, and it was sad to hear. But you start seeing it more now. Like it takes full effect in certain shows.
Ton of TV shows are jumping on the boat.
Netflix. You want to know how to get a successful Netflix show? All main characters gay. You take the
and
dub
they
there.
own tigers. And they own tigers.
I think, sticking on this topic real quick, I think that if this was the case all along, how come Nickelodeon didn't come out with it sooner? I think that's why it almost seemed forced, because all this stuff is happening in the world, and they were like, well, we might as well throw our hat in the ring so that way people are like, oh, they're supporting this community, so they can't be ridiculed in a certain way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Either way, it is what it is now. Like he's it.
Hand in and say like, okay, we don't want to be on the negative side of all of this. Yeah. We want to be on the positive side.
Exactly. And I'm okay with him being gay. I just wish it would make sense within the context of a narrative. That's the problem that I have with everybody trying to force this thing. Like, I want to be seen good in the left side. Like, in reality, like you're forcing things just to look good. And I think people are stupid to think that these companies have your back, when in reality, it's like, no, make it make sense. You know, if Timmy Turner led up to the fact that he was a gay child and he grew up to be a gay person, that's why he always had the pink hat, and he also had tendencies towards his friends. Like, then that would make sense.
Hey, what's wrong with pink hats, man?
I was just using it as an example. I don't think Timmy Turner's actually gay, but like, you know, like make it make sense. Make it believable, because at that point it just feels forced and it means it's scummy. If you make a narrative, if you create something, if you create a really good story, that's how you capture everybody. If it's too good to be deniable, that's how you capture everybody.
Yeah. You can make a character into whatever you want. You can take a story in whatever direction you want. Just fucking make it epic.
Make it great.
And one great example for that was so recently everyone knows that Avatar: The Last Airbender came out on Netflix, the original series, but there's also the second series, which is Legend of Korra. one of the things about that show that's really good is it starts off with Korra, that avatar, wanting to be with a male character. But then as the show progresses, she starts going for like the other main female character. And by the end of the show, they're a couple and all that. And it's
sense.
Great. It makes sense. She goes through that personal journey of exploring her sexuality within the context of the show. With her trying, she's
Oscar
trying to balance
in The Office, you know,
and that was planned the whole time. Yeah, it's awesome because it was planned the whole time. It was built up the whole time.
That's
how you do it. That's how you do it right.
I think it's lazy. You know, it's a win. You know, it compared to the past, it's a win. But I think.
But it's like doing SpongeBob dirty because he was robbed of the whole narrative and the whole build up.
Exactly. Now these next episodes that are going to come out, they're going to start pushing that stuff onto it so that way they can have that as their backup. Like, see, we do have episodes with like
we'll see if they do something with it.
We'll see. If they don't, then they're going to get backlash for it. If they do, then it's going to help drive them. But they're doing it too late. SpongeBob's been around for what? Since 1996, 97, 95?
Something like that.
Something. Somewhere.
Yeah. So over 2 decades of a character not exploring his own sexuality within the context of the show. And now you're going to start pushing towards that? Like, why are you waiting till now?
I had another topic or a little thing that we could bring up real quick is what do you guys think of all of these like old movies that portray racism and all these people lashing out there like you guys have to apologize for it? Like, remember the movie White Chicks? Like they want the directors to come out and apologize for it. That movie was made like 15, 20 years ago. Like,
and a lot of people. So, and then also there's White Chicks and then Tropic Thunder where Robert
Downey Jr. had
Robert Downey Jr. You're fucking Iron Man. The guy, the wholesome 100 actor, wholesome doggo.
Dude,
yeah.
So,
but it's not just with movies and
doing it with the syrup lady now too. The whatever
Aunt Jemima.
Yep, they're changing the mascot in the picture now because it's an African American lady, and they're changing it.
And like they're doing it within the YouTube community too. Like there's people that are on YouTube that have been around a while. One of the shows that I watch a shit ton is Game Grumps. Shout out to Dan and Aaron. If you ever get around to watching this, you guys are awesome. Go for it. But they had to release a statement because in their old videos, they've been around ever since YouTube's been up and running and big. They had to release an announcement apologizing because in a lot of their old videos, they do like voices, they do impressions, they make jokes, they have fun while they play video games. And they had to apologize for some of the comments and stuff like that they made like 10 plus years ago. It's like, why are you forcing these people to do these kinds of actions when at the time that they made these comments, this issue wasn't going on? I'm not saying that this issue right now isn't bad. It is horrible. It is atrocious to what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
But don't bring up people's pasts when it's not relevant to the current situation.
Yeah, it really just depends.
A man that made a comment 10 years ago isn't going to affect something that's happening today.
I think number one, we're not equipped to even have a suitable opinion on this because of the color of our skin. But at the same time, though, I think you're right in the fact that we talked about this earlier. People can change. And especially with everything that's going on, you know, times were different 10 years ago. Times were different 20 years ago. Tropic Thunder was made in a time where that kind of thing was just okay. Does it make it necessarily right? You know, it's probably not helping the situation that's happening. But at the same time, it was fantastic. It wasn't hateful. It wasn't making fun of a race.
It's just a comedy. It's a funny movie. Look, Black Lives Matter, but White Chicks is an American classic.
I think it was a bunch of white people who were pissed off about this. Like, oh, well, if blackface is bad, then White Chicks is terrible. I wasn't pissed about it. I didn't give a shit.
That movie was hilarious.
I saw the video. I saw the clip about you want to talk about mothers. I saw that one today, and I fucking geeked when he said, "Your mom's so old. When you breastfeed, it turned into powder." And he's like, "When you go into breastfeed, it was like this," and then just a puff of smoke came out.
Like,
I fucking died.
We saw a bunch of people get canceled. Like, for example, the director of Guardians of the Galaxy. We've seen everybody getting fucking canceled every single day on Twitter. I have this written down as a topic. It's like, this celebrity of the day is over party. Like, it's somebody new every single day.
Dude, that's my fear. If we get too big, we're getting canceled. Boom. They're going to put a big fucking X on this.
We're not going to stop making content just because, like, hypothetical situation, I do a terrible crime. I obviously deserve to be absolutely fucked. Like, expose me. But I'm not going to do a fucking crime.
No.
And we're not.
Don't you have a topic about someone famous that just committed a crime?
We'll get to it. But like, we talked about this the other. I think it was last week, maybe. We're not perpetuating white supremacy here. We're not perpetuating hate on anybody. We're here to make entertaining content.
Yeah.
And like, sometimes we say things that are a little fucked up, but we're not here to be serious. We're not here to, and then also, if we're serious, we're exploring ideas. Like, just because an idea isn't the mainstream doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. If you explore every single idea and you pick your favorites, and then also discussing ideas, and you choose the wrong one and everybody else has a different narrative, people's minds can be changed. Like, there's an evolution for sure.
People can change.
100% agree.
That's fair.
Yeah,
I give you that. You got something else you have written down, Brandon?
Yeah. So there are a couple people being canceled right now.
Us.
So
the big ass.
Oh yeah, we're fucked, boys.
This is the last
Hyde
podcast.
Hyde from That 70s Show, the actor, was just charged. He wasn't sentenced or anything. Charged on 3 counts of rape for rape of younger women, not underage, but like in their lower 20s, within the mid 2000s.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
People probably liked him too from That 70s Show. Like, people thought he was probably a decent character role in that. Yeah, like he played a decently good role in that. Like,
that's probably his
that's why they call them actors. They can be pieces of shit in real life and a likable character on screen.
That was probably like his stardom too. Like, he must have been really young when those things aired. But
piece of shit person, good actor though.
Do we separate the person from the art?
I mean, look at like what's that?
I mean, yeah,
dude?
You can say he's a good actor. You can say a piece of shit person is a good actor. You can say a rapist is a good actor because he was a good actor.
Look at Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey's like, look at him. Like, you separate his act, like, you know what I mean?
But I'm not gonna like bend down
shows of all time. I'm just saying.
Like, if I saw him, I'm not gonna bend down and kiss his boot and be like, "You're the greatest of all time." No, it's like, I acknowledge what you did was good, but I'm gonna fucking kick your ass if I see you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fair.
Like, if I saw Kevin Spacey, ooh, it'd be on.
But that was kind of a blow. It's kind of like Louis C.K. It's like, it's somebody that you enjoy watching, and then all of a sudden that you hear, well, Louis C.K. was just creepy. He didn't do bad things. Like, Hyde was like an enjoyable character to watch, and then it's like, God damn it! Like, why are all of the good people actually fucked? You know?
Money.
Yeah, well, that's probably
money ego.
Their head, their ego.
Yeah,
it's not just like
money and fame,
going
dude.
to their head, but it sucks when you see like the reality of a person, because these actors hide. I don't want to say hide, but they have this facade that they're great people according to their shows, when not that many people know how they are in like reality. So like, everyone that saw That 70s Show must have thought that the character Hyde, the actor, was a great person outside of it. And then you see now that like he was actually a pretty fucked up person.
You attach a personality so much to a character on a show, you think that the actual actor is like that.
Yep.
Exactly.
I mean, look
and
at
it happens
Liam
with
Neeson,
everybody.
Bro. He's a Bamf.
Yep.
I mean, it happens even with non-actors. Like there's people that I've seen in like day-to-day life that I've thought were like great people, amazing people. I've done it while I've had like parties in college where you hear so many good things about like this one person. You finally get to meet them and they're a fucking dick. Like it happens on day-to-day life with regular people, but people look up to actors so much because they're these high-profile celebrities that get paid so much money to do these specific roles that you attach stuff to them, and it sucks.
Not only was Hyde canceled, this just happened within the last hour, by the way. That was something that's very new.
Damn, we stay in real current.
Yeah, right.
This is like breaking news right here, fuckers.
Live PD and cops have been canceled indefinitely.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah.
You know, light a candle for live PD, man. I would get absolutely blasted and just watch endless live PD clips on
that
YouTube.
show. PD Cam was even better. Just all the most intense shit rolled up into one show.
I don't know. I think Cops was the better one. Cops was fucking amazing.
Cops had like a story, which was cool. Like had kind of a rhythm to it.
I saw like a lot of comments and people were like really devastated because they like watched that for like years and years and they thought it was like good entertainment, and then obviously with everything going on, it gets canceled.
Yeah, regardless of whether they're acting like good cops because they're on a TV show, those were good cops.
Yeah, and like people have said, there's I don't really want to get into what I saw or a comment that I heard.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, I never really watched Cops like all like crazy about it or anything, but I mean, it was good entertainment. It's something different to watch. Like, I don't know how they did all of it, like the ins and outs of it, but like it was good entertainment. You guys see cops doing different things and what actually goes on. So I mean,
I really get why it was taken off the air though. Like promoting cops right now is a no-no.
Well, it was also something else that happened. I don't know the name, so forgive me, but apparently Live PD was like a witness to shooting of a black person, and they just didn't air it at all. So like a
oh my
shooting.
God.
And they just kind of hid it and like put the evidence over here and pretended that it didn't happen.
Just brush it under the carpet.
Pretend it got erased.
I saw that on Twitter though, so I don't know if
the person's not verified,
real, but
if that's fake news or not.
Yeah, gotta do your own research.
Yep.
Source. What's your source? Post your source in the chat, please. Source.
Is it a scholarly source or is it a secondary source?
So understandable, but I'm here to separate the art from the person, and I gotta say, Live PD was so goddamn entertaining. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. This kind of, I mean, that's gonna happen to more and more shows and movies. At least,
dude, that PD Cam clip where it was that huge guy in that intersection that took on like literally 8 cops by himself, and they kept tasing him, and he just would not go down and kept just fighting off everyone because he was like 8 feet tall. So cool. I don't care who you are.
Of the week.
Cool guy of the week.
I forgot about that.
This guy was a monster.
That's wild though.
Yeah, we only have a few minutes, and so I wanted to kind of do state of the channel talk really quick.
Okay.
So in this next week, FAZE5 is going to be happening. I think they've been kind of teasing it. FaZe has, but it's also been like very ominous and not very clear that this is going to happen. But most of the community is convinced at this point. Real Sensitive Guy Hours will be happening just like normal. The show will be the same. We might be doing double uploads on Wednesdays. I don't know yet. I don't know if that's even possible for me to do because I have real life stuff going on as well. But we're making sure that FaZe SpinShootImpress happens, and not gonna fucking stop. I wish I could pull up the clip where we were all just belligerent inside of Turner, and then Oliver goes, "Is this how you get into FaZe?"
I
He does the phase insignia.
Yeah, I had to
Just send them that and they'll let him in.
I was like, or whatever. But yeah,
He's out, brother.
Yeah, it was wild.
And just because, like, I'm very confident in my ability to make content and make a product that people enjoy. We've gotten a lot of people invested in the show from my real life and also like on the internet life. But also like within my channel, people are very invested into my success in this whole thing. And I think that can translate into an audience that's going to be massive. But I don't expect this show to change no matter what happens. My goal is to kind of keep this as exactly what our goal was. You know, we're 4 best friends that
shooting the shit, man.
Shooting the shit, keeping up with each other, and talking about things that are going on in real life and also things that we're interested in.
Speaking of things that are going on in real life, boys got some news this week that shocked them.
What?
Me?
Oh
yeah.
This
so
is
soon after
the channel talk.
So soon after it has begun, date will has ended again.
Date will has ended again.
He's at it again. He's
in the
game.
last podcast, we got a comment, and I knew immediately who it was, but Will tried to put on this facade that it was some mystery girl. A girl commented on the last episode, and she was like, "Will is so cute. I would definitely date him." And so it turns out this girl that he met through, not the show, but through Tinder, right? Am I correct?
Yes.
Tinder
did decide to date him.
Did decide to date him, and they're going out tomorrow.
Yes.
Hashtag.
How many?
Actually, by the time this comes up, it'll be today, Thursday.
Yeah.
How long have you guys been dating? Like, how many dates you been on?
We have not been on any dates. Tomorrow is the first. We have been talking for 3.5, probably coming up on 4 weeks.
Have you met her yet?
We have FaceTimed, but she lives about an hour and a half away. So
long
it makes it a little bit harder. But you know, I've said it before, I really don't care about distance. I mean, I think the max I would travel to see somebody is probably like 2 hours maybe. And that's if like I really want to invest my time in them. If I'm in like North Carolina and they're in New York, I'm sorry, it's probably not going to end up happening. But but she's only an hour and a half away. So
in the middle.
Like I'll put my time and effort into it. I'll give it a shot. And
you gonna pick her up?
Yeah, I guess Jess was an hour 15 away when she went to college.
What was that?
I said my girlfriend was when we did our last year of college, she was an hour and 15 away at her school. So yeah, I see it.
Yeah. And it's going to be fun. We're just going to hang out. We're going to cook. But yeah, by tomorrow, when this comes out, Thursday, we'll be on a date.
Oh, you nervous?
Oh yeah, I'm nervous. Of course I'm nervous. I'm always a nervous
Butterflies.
person when it comes to that stuff. Yeah, because you're meeting somebody there's a difference between meeting somebody like with FaceTime or talking to them on the phone or texting them and like actually physically meeting them in real life. There's a huge difference with that.
Show up and show out.
You get the physicality factor. Like you're gonna be right with them in person.
You're gonna get the physicality.
I hate you, Brandon. I hate you.
The door wide open.
But yeah, I think it's gonna be great. I think it's gonna end well.
Hey, shout out to Emily.
That's a positive plus.
Good job on dating Will.
She won. Yay.
You got a new Will.
She's gonna know Will.
Alrighty. So does anybody else have anything to say? Travis or Oliver?
Shout out to all of our fans and the real ones.
Love you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you enjoyed this episode, be sure to leave a like on the episode. Fuck you, Epic Games. Get the fuck off my screen. I don't give a shit about Fortnite Season 3.
So goddamn intrusive.
I know. It was literally inside of the podcast. Fuck off. Comment question of the day. Would you date Will? If you got through the podcast, give us your answer whether or not you would date Will. Other than that, it's been Brandon.
I'm Oliver.
I'm Travis.
And I'm the newly taken Will.
You're just talking. And it's been the Real Sensitive Guy Hours, episode 23. Take it easy, guys.
Peace.